voices thumping through the floorboards of this house. I'm leaning in the corner, quiet as a mouse. Someone pours a drink and laughs a little too loud. But I've never felt so lonely in a crowded room of clouds. I'm wearing this expression like a mask I can't remove. Watching people dancing to a beat I'll never move. And I'm sitting at a party wondering anybody knows me. If they saw the hollowed out parts, would they even wanna hold me? I'm a ghost in denim jeans, I'm a shadow on the wall, waiting for a phone to buzz or for your name to call. But you're the one who knew the map of every scar I own. Now I'm sitting at a party, feeling utterly alone. The kitchen light is flickering, the air is getting thin. I can smell your old cologne on someone else's skin. It's a sharp and sudden dagger, a reminder of the cost of every forever that we promised and we lost. People ask me how I'm doing, I just nod and say I'm fine, while I'm drowning in the static and the cheap red wine. What if I stood up and screamed? What if I let the truth spill out? That I'm terrified of waking up in a world you're not about. But I just take another sip and I fade into the gray, just a background character with nothing left to say. Yeah, sitting at a party, feeling utterly alone. The music's getting softer now, the candles burning low. Nobody's gonna notice when I finally turn to gold. 'Cause nobody here knows me. The sky is blue and the sun is shining down, but I'm seeing waves in the middle of this town. The sidewalk is steady, the concrete is dry, but I'm gasping for air as the world passes by. I'm walking through grocery aisles, picking up bread while a Category 5 storm rages. rages inside of my head. Everyone's moving their light on their feet, while I'm sinking an inch with every step on the street. And I'm drowning on dry land, right here in the open, trying to breathe through a heart that's been broken. There's no water inside, but I'm under the tide, with nowhere to swim and nowhere to hide. The air is all around me, but it won't reach my lungs. I'm screaming for help in a choir of tongues. It's a quiet disaster, no one can understand how it feels to be drowning, drowning on dry land. I remember the way that you looked at the door, the sorry you left scattered all over the floor. Now the ghost of your shadow is a weight on my chest, like a fathom of ocean that won't let me rest. I'm reaching for anchors, I'm grabbing at straws, but the memory of us has these terrible claws. I'm soaked to the bone in the tears I won't cry, parched for a drop of your hello high. The cars keep on rushing, the lights turn to green. I'm the only shipwreck that's never been seen. I'm flailing in silence, I'm losing my grip, while the rest of the world is a steady sailing ship. Yeah, I'm drowning on dry land, right here in the open, trying to breathe through a heart that's been broken. There's no water inside, but I'm under the tide, with nowhere to swim and nowhere to hide. The air is all around me, but it won't reach my lungs. I'm screaming for help in a choir of tongues. It's a quiet disaster, no one can understand how it feels to be drowning, drowning on dry land. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Ooh. The dust settles down on the windowsill. The world is so busy, but I'm standing still, deep underwater where the oxygen's gone, just trying to find a strength to go on. Still clock on the wall has a heavy hand, ticking like footsteps on desert sand. I've turned off the TV, the static was loud, but the silence that followed is starting to crowd. I'm sitting on the edge of the bed we once shared, tracing the space where you used to be there. The walls are all white and the curtains are drawn, and I'm terrified of how long it stays dark before dawn. And the only sound is my breath in the dark. No crackle of fire, no lingering spark, just the rise and the fall of a chest feeling hollow. A bitter pill that I'm struggling to swallow. I'm listening for keys in the lock of the door, but the floorboards don't creak like they used to before. In this house that we built, now we're to breathe shallow, to keep it all in. The scent of your laundry still faint on my skin. If I hold it too long, will it hurt any less? Or just add to the weight of this ghost in a dress? I used to hear whispers, you're laughing in the hall. Now the quiet is deafening, hitting the wall. I never knew where I could feel heavy as stone until I was breathing it all on my own. In and out like a slow, steady tide, pulling the pieces of us deep inside. I'm screaming in silence, I'm gasping for air, but the oxygen knows that you're no longer there. Yeah, the only sound is my breath in the dark. No crackle of fire, no lingering spark, just the rise and the fall of a chest feeling hollow. A bitter pill that I'm struggling to swallow. I'm listening for keys in the lock of the door, but the floorboards don't creak like they used to before. In this house that we built, now a cold empty shell. The only sound is my breath, and it sounds like counting the seconds, in and out, living the lessons. The loneliest rhythm I've ever known is the sound of a heart breathing alone. The ice is melting in a plastic cup I've held all night. I'm leaning back against the wall, just out of reach of light. 100 voices blending in a hum I can't translate. I'm checking on my phone again, just staring at the date. Someone asked me for a light, I don't have one to give. I'm just a ghost who's forgotten how it's supposed to feel to live. And I'm alone in a room full of people, full of noise, just the echoes of a heartbeat, just a ghost of something poised to break into 1,000 pieces right here on the floor. I'm looking for an exit or a way back to your door, but the crowd is like an ocean, and I'm drifting out to sea. Alone in a room full of people who don't see me. I see a couple in the corner laughing at a joke. Reminds me of the us we were before the promise broke. They're leaning in so close like they're the only ones around, while I'm just trying not to sink into the hollow ground. I wonder if I disappeared, if the music would even skip, or if I'm just a sunken name on a forgotten ship. It's the heaviest kind of silence, the kind that screams your name, the kind that makes a crowded house feel like a losing game. I'm surrounded by the living, but I'm frozen in the past, wondering how much longer I can make this fine love last. Yeah, I'm the loneliest place I'll find.
The sky is blue and the sun is shining down, but I'm seeing waves in the middle of this town. The sidewalk is steady, the concrete is dry, but I'm gasping for air as the world passes by. Through grocery aisles, picking up bread while a Category 5 storm rages inside of my head. Everyone's moving their light on their feet while I'm sinking an inch with every step on the street. And I'm drowning on dry land, right here in the open, trying to breathe through a heart that's been broken. There's no but I'm under the tide, with nowhere to swim and nowhere to hide. The air is all around me, but it won't reach my lungs. I'm screaming for help in a choir of tongues. It's a quiet disaster, no one can understand how it feels to be drowning on dry land. I remember the way the sorry you left scattered all over the floor. Now the ghost of your shadow is a weight on my chest, like a fathom of ocean that won't let me rest. I'm reaching for anchors, I'm grabbing at straws, but the memory of us has these terrible claws. I'm soaked to the bone in the tears I won't cry, parched for a drop of your hello or high. Keep on rushing, the lights turn to green. I'm the only shipwreck that's never been seen. I'm flailing in silence, I'm losing my grip, while the rest of the world is a steady sailing ship. Yeah, I'm drowning on dry land, right here in the open, trying to breathe through a heart that's been broken. There's no water inside, but I'm under the tide, with nowhere to swim and nowhere to hide. The air is all around me, but it won't reach my lungs. I'm screaming for help in a choir of tongues. It's a quiet disaster, no one can understand how it feels to be drowning on dry land. The dust settles down on the windowsill. The water's so busy, but I'm standing still, deep underwater where the oxygen's gone, just trying to find the strength to go on. Still drowning. Looking at the map where we used to go, the places we planted and the things we'd grow. But the bridge collapsed and the water rose high, cutting off the earth from the rest of the sky. I'm standing on a patch of sand and regret, watching the sun on a love that is set. I yell out your name till my throat is a sting, but the wind is the only one answering. The grocery store's a world away. I'm rationing the words I'm dying to say. I see the ships passing far on the line, but nobody's looking for a distress sign. I built up a fire from the letters you wrote, but it's hard to keep a flickering memory afloat. I'm surrounded by blue, by the salt and the deep, with promises I wasn't allowed to keep. And I'm living on an island for one, under a cold and emotionless sun. The shoreline is jagged, the current is strong. I'm a king of a kingdom where I don't belong. I'm sending out bottles with notes in the sand, but they never make it to your steady land. I'm a castaway soul in a heart built of stone, on a beautiful island, entirely alone. They say no man is an island, but they haven't seen me, lost in the middle of a memory sea. I'm building a raft out of maybe and if, just to crash it again on the edge of the cliff. I'm getting used the sound of the tide and the hollowed out feeling I'm carrying inside. Yeah, I'm living on an island for one, under a cold and emotionless sun. The shoreline is jagged, the current is strong. I'm a king of a kingdom where I don't belong. I'm sending out bottles with notes in the sand, but they never make it to your steady land. I'm a castaway soul in a heart built of stone, on a beautiful island, entirely alone. The horizon is empty, the stars are so quiet. I'm done with the noise and the internal riot. I'll just sit in the sand and wait for the tide to take what is left of the man deep inside. Just an island for one. It isn't a scream, it isn't a crash. It's not the bright burn of a lightning flash. It's just the sound of the heater humming low, and the way the dust settles on things you should know. I'm folding your sweater, the one with the tear, and realizing suddenly you aren't there. It's the weight of the air when I breathe in your name, and the way that the garden looks exactly the same. I went to the store and I bought coffee for two. Then I stood in the aisle trying to find you. No one saw the moment my world fell apart, between the frozen glass and a shopping cart. It's not a movie with a violin plays, it's just a cup getting cold on a coaster of wood, while I'm trying to act like I'm doing real good. And it's the quietest kind of grief, the quietest kind of grief, like the falling of snow or a mid-autumn leaf. It doesn't make noise, it doesn't make a scene, it just lives in the spaces of where we have been. It's a ghost in the kitchen, a shadow in the hall, the sound of a picture frame touching the wall. I'm breaking in silence beyond all belief, living through the quietest kind of grief. If I could just break, maybe the pressure would give me a shake. But it's a soft-spoken sorrow, a polite kind of pain that follows me round like a light winter rain. It whispers he's gone when I'm brushing my teeth, and hides in the flowers of a funeral wreath. Yeah, it's the quietest kind of grief, the quietest kind of grief, like the falling of snow or a mid-autumn leaf. It doesn't make noise, it doesn't make a scene, it just lives in the spaces of where we have been. It's a ghost in the kitchen, a shadow in the hall, the sound of a picture frame touching the wall. I'm breaking in silence beyond all belief, living through the quietest kind of grief. So I'll turn off the light and I'll climb into bed with 1,000 I love yous that'll never be said. Shh, listen close. Can you hear it? The sound of a heart as it disappears. I found that old Polaroid tucked in a book, had a version of us I forgot how to look. We were leaning on fences, we were chasing the sun, with a reckless belief that we'd never be done. Your hand in my pocket, my chin on your head, but for every I love you turned into instead. Now I'm standing in front of a mirror that lies, looking at 22 sees through these tired old eyes. We spent all our summers like coins in a jar, thinking we'd travel so fast and so far. But the fabric grew thin and the colors all bled, and the gold in our spirits turned heavy as lead. I try to reach back to that girl in the frame, but she doesn't know me, she don't know my name. She's wearing that jacket we bought at the fair, with the scent of the bonfires that feel that old world before fading to gray. But the sleeves are too short and the buttons are gone, and I'm standing here naked in the cold light of dawn. You were the lining that kept out the cold. Now I'm just a story that's already been told. Yeah, I'm shivering out in the December chill, realizing that time is a thief with a will. I thought it was mine, thought the warmth was for keeps, but the memories are ghosts and the heartache never sleeps. It wasn't a cane, it wasn't a boat. It turns out that youth was just a borrowed code, and the owner came back to claim it today, leaving me frozen as you walked away. I'll hang it back up on a hook in my mind, the softest deception that I'll ever find. It's 2020 since the winter is long, and I'm finally learning we're earning, but we're just a borrowed coat. And now I'm just cold. The street lamp flickers through the window pane, drawing jagged lines in the silver rain. I stopped checking for your car in the drive, just trying to keep this hollow house alive. I set 2 plates out of habit, then I freeze. The silence hits me like a winter breeze. There's no one to talk to, no one to hear, just the ghosts of the words we whispered last year. I walk through the hallway, turn on the light, but the darkness follows me into the night. I see a shape shifting against the far wall, a silhouette stretching, making me feel small. It looks like the way you used to stand there, with the sun in your eyes and the wind in your hair. But when I reach out to touch where you stood, it's just empty space and polished dark wood. And now the shadows are my only company. They're the only ones who stay and wait for me. They don't ask questions, they don't say goodbye, they just wash the tears that I'm trying to dry. I'm dancing with the darkness across the floor, tracing the outlines of a life we don't live anymore. Yeah, the sun went down and took the you and me. Now the shadows shadows begin. They're slipping away as the morning breaks through, and I'm left with nothing, not even a shadow.